Okay, would have liked to do this in one take, but we're gonna not do it in one take. So first and foremost, I would have liked to have chosen pieces like Lost at Sea, but I didn't, because I thought that these pieces were more thought-provoking, so I would have liked to have chosen Lost at Sea and Marks. But these were more thought-provoking, and they stayed with me, and they made me think, and were more impactful, I feel. So for the first one, I'm gonna rattle them off instead of telling you which ones they are. Suspense, not suspense, whatever. But for Recitative, it dealt with class. I remember at the time writing it, I mentioned that I had seen Parasite by Bong Joon-ho, and things were coming my way that made me remind myself of class. In addition, when someone said that Twyla was white and Roberta was black, I thought they were wrong, but Toni Morrison never mentions either race in the story, and she does that for a reason. I feel like there's like one indication when Roberta says, "You're the same little state kid who kicked a poor old black lady when she was down on the ground." I feel like if Roberta was black, she wouldn't be referring or referencing to Maggie like that, but it's still not clear. The same thing if she's using it to like make Twyla feel bad, who's white in this situation, like hypothetically. But the dealings with class just made it feel more impactful than the other pieces, the other texts. The subject matter is heavier and it made me think. So why did it make me think? To go back to my thesis, it follows two girls, one black, one white. We don't know who throughout their lives. In the next piece, Sunny's Blues. Did not really like this story, but I feel like it was more impactful. It deals with addiction and fighting it, the artist's plight, how Sunny could live a life like he did and find peace throughout the heroin addiction and everything. At one point, it says, "But nobody just takes it." Sunny cried. That's what I'm telling you. Everybody tries not to. You're just hung up on the way some people try. It's the most impactful thing in the entire story. It stands out, and it mentions specifically how people cope with addiction and trying to escape and live their lives throughout everything. It's a distraction, and why it made me think. Once again, it deals with the artist's plight and deals with addiction and the distractions of it for people that are going through addiction. And the last piece, I don't think it's a big shocker, in the American Society. I think Child's Play's subject matter was more impactful, but Monroe didn't do it in a way that I can really say made me feel it was more impactful. I feel like the subject matter was, but this story I felt was more impactful. I liked it also. It deals with a Chinese immigrant family and Asian, you know. No, but it follows a Chinese immigrant family. And specifically it also mirrors Fresh Off the Boat, a TV show. And I'm not sure if that's just representative of the fact that so many Asian families had similar stories to tell, or it's just, I don't know. So, first of all, there isn't any one memorable thing for me in the story. It kind of is like an overall snapshot. It's like the overall impression of two little Chinese girls, and a Chinese family, two little girls, their mother and their father as Chinese immigrants coming in, like settling to American society. And one segment that kind of stuck out to me was when it says, although it was only just dusk, we were in a gulch, which made it hard to see anything except the gleam of his white shirt moving up the hill ahead of us. It was all my fault, began my mother. Forget it, said my father grandly. Then he said, the only trouble is I left those keys in my jacket pocket. It's an enjoyable piece. It's a wonderful piece. I like it. And God. In conclusion, All the pieces mentioned here left me with something thought-provoking and stuck with me. For Recitif, it was its subject matter of two little girls following them throughout their lives, in addition to the mention of class. For Sunny's Blues, it was an artist, the artist's plight, the addiction, the glimpse into how it affects people, and for An American Society, it was a nice, humorous look into a Chinese immigrant story, something that I feel like was more unique than any of the other stories, including Child's Play. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.